Hey Susie, good morning. Hey Remy, good morning. That's what I have waiting for me every morning when I walk out. Good morning everyone. There's my Ruger. You can't get too close because Susie will start jumping all over him. Desert Horizons here. AZ off-grid unplugged 3RS cabin ranch. You see it's morning. They were promising rain today. They were promising rain yesterday. They were saying we were going to get rain the day before. It was 40%, 60%, 70%. There's the moon. That's it for our rain clouds. Another gorgeous day here in paradise. I bet the puppies are kind of hungry for some food. So I guess I better feed them breakfast. Oh. I don't know. So many of the plants around here are just hurting big time. A couple of years ago I did a video called How Green Was My Desert. Take off on that movie How Green Was My Valley. Now it's How Dry Is My Desert. See, Troyas are sucking it up and going away. This big one here is suffering. Hardly any flowers on any of them. It is morning. Even whatever these are. Just suffering big time. Everything. Normally I'm not looking forward to rain. Part of the reason I live in the desert. But we really need some rain here. This is getting bad. Yeah. It's getting too dry. So we only got less than 4 1/4 inches of rain last year, all of last year. And it was funny, last week when I cleaned off my solar panels, we got a little sprinkle that day. Susie! Come here, Susie. Come on. First time she's gone over there that I know of. Yeah, we got a little sprinkle. Fortunately, I'd cleaned out the solar panels. Otherwise, it just would have been what I call a dust drop rain. There's my Susie. Susie! Yep. Everything's hurting. I'm not hurting. Well, my back is a little bit, but I slept for 11 hours last night. It was great. Unfortunately, not all in one place. Half hour outside in the Chase Lounge chair, whatever that thing is. And I went inside the cabin and slept for about 2 hours on the couch. Sat down and boom, I was out. I got up and made my way to bed. About 9 o'clock last night. And woke up at 5. Kind of weird. This thing is still surviving. It's been over a year and a half since I brought it over here. It's just popping out buds all over the place. But everything else is just dry as can be. And I understand this is the desert. Hey Ruger, hey puppy, what's up? How you doing? Are you good, Ruger? You're not good, puppy. Ah, and here comes Susie. I don't know what Remy's looking for. She's been running around looking for something. Let's go home, Susie. Let's go home. All these things around here, last summer at this time, they were big and green. Not so much this year. That's the one right by the fire pit. Ooh, that one's not looking good. I guess about ready to tip over. But the one that, oh, I'll show you the bird of, this is my bird of paradise. It's like something got in there and pulled the string. This wasn't here yesterday or last night. Huh. Well, it looks like it's doing good. I'll probably end up watering it again today. But the one that's bumming me out the most, there's the cabin. This one right here. This one seems to be doing all right. But this one you can just see is just drooping and help me, help me, help me. One whole arm is down on the ground helping hold it up. There's sunrise over there. And here's the cabin. One air conditioner there, hooked up to a generator. And then I have another air conditioner there that I run out the solar. That one's a Midia from Walmart. Got it for 130 bucks or so delivered. I plug that into the solar and it only takes about 450 watts. Even when it's running for a while. And it seems to have kind of a soft start on it too, because it doesn't bog down the solar system. It starts and stays running when even the refrigerator is starting up. I kind of scraped it out into there so the puppies could go into there and lay. I pulled up the water hose that I had feeding the RV. I filled up the tanks and that lasted almost a year last time. It's like, well, I don't need it very much then. And a good chunk of that was from leaking out. And then I ran it. I pulled it up to almost to where the water tank is and looped it around the other side of the cabin. And that's what was hanging on that window air conditioner. So I can use that for filling up the dog's water and stuff like that. It just runs some pressure out of the tank. So it's kind of slow. That's right where I started. But I don't know. We don't get any rain. I don't think we'll have much around here next year. I said 70% chance of rain today. I don't know, it's possible. Usually they don't start kicking up until the afternoon when the heat kicks up, because it takes the heat to generate the energy to power the showers, power the rain, power the clouds. It's kind of neat the way it works around here, but you know, there's a 1, 2. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights in there, all solar powered. That's the hose. I keep thinking about tearing this down, but it's like, the puppies ever needed it for shade. Hear the zoomies start. Maybe. Like a little kid, everything goes in his mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna get him some food. Just gotta find their dishes. You can see on Remy that her nibbles are the only thing left from the milk sack she was carrying there for a while. And I know I said that word wrong. That's what I call them, is nibbles, not nipples. I mean, what do you do with them? I used to write short stories. One I wrote and submitted had the word nibbles in it. The editor wrote me back and says, "Oh, you spelt this wrong, you did that wrong, and a few other things I've done wrong." It's like, I used the word nibbles on purpose. I said, screw it, I just withdrew the submission. Like, not gonna argue. That was part of the point of the story. But you didn't seem to catch it. I don't know if you even read it or they just ran it through a spell check or whatever. And that was 8 years ago. Wow. So never get tired of this view, especially sunrise. The shadows and the sun, and just gorgeous. And you can see there's not a movement of air at all. Oh, there's our rain clouds. I found them.